The content in this video is an informational reference for providers furnishing service in our contract jurisdiction. National government services, employees, agents, and staff make no representation, warranty, or guarantee that this compilation of Medicare information is error-free and will bear no responsibility or liability for the results or consequences of the use of this material. Although every reasonable effort has been made to assure the accuracy of the information within these slides at the time of publication, the Medicare program is constantly changing, and it is the responsibility of each provider to remain abreast of the Medicare program requirements. Any regulations, policies, or guidelines cited in this publication are subject to change without further notice. Current Medicare regulations are on cms.gov. Hello, and welcome to the final video in our 7-part series on Medicare Part B, Drugs and Biologicals. This last presentation discusses modifiers JW and JZ, which are used to report waste or no waste on single-dose vials of packaged medication. The summary section of this video provides resource links to the material we cover throughout this series. Modifiers JW and JZ are appended to drug and biological HCPCS codes that are packaged in single-use vials. It's never appropriate to use these modifiers on claims billed with multi-dose container drugs and biologicals. JW is appended to a HCPCS code when some of the dose is not administered to the patient, and JZ modifier is appended to a drug's HCPCS code when the entire dose in the single-dose vial is administered to the patient. Prior to January 1, 2017, Medicare administrative contractors, MACs, like NGS, had the discretion to issue jurisdiction-specific instructions for the use of modifier JW. Then effective for claims received on and after January 1, 2017, CMS mandated a uniform policy requiring the use of the JW modifier across all MAC jurisdictions to identify discarded amounts of separately payable Medicare Part B drugs that are in single-dose containers. The Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act of 2021 amended Section 1847A, requiring drug manufacturers to refund CMS for specific discarded amounts from these single-dose packages. This amendment enables Medicare providers to receive additional payments for the unused portion of single-dose vials when the drug is separately payable by Medicare Part B. The JZ modifier was introduced in January 2023 due to low compliance and incomplete data received from the use of modifier JW. So effective for claims on and after July 1, 2023, modifier JZ is required on the claim to indicate zero waste of the drug, meaning the patient was administered the entire dose. So this is a generic example of how to use JW modifier, and I'll follow that with a generic example for JZ to close out the session. Single-dose vials of this drug contains 100 units. The patient received 30 units of the drug, and then 70 units is gone to discard. The claim must include a line item identifying the amount administered, the drug HCPCS code, and then the applicable charges. Then a separate line item must be billed identifying the discard by appending the JW modifier to the same HCPCS code on the former line and ensuring the discarded charges are entered. Be sure that you are entering the drug administration code on the claim as well. And then for JZ modifier, so the same dosage, you have a single-use vial labeled as 100 units, and that patient received all 100 units, leaving zero waste. 100 units is billed with the appropriate HCPCS code on a single line item, and modifier JZ is appended to that HCPCS code to indicate no waste. No second line item is needed, but once again, you want to ensure that the drug administration code is also added to the claim. And it's as easy as that. So thank you for taking the time to view this educational video on the proper use of JW and JZ modifiers. We really hope that this information is helpful for you. If you haven't already watched our other videos in this 7-part series, please take a look on our YouTube page for these other titles.